Hey, Laura Jackson here from Discovering Dyscalculia. Today I want to talk about what are those areas that dyscalculics struggle with, not just in the math classroom. So, dyscalculics of all ages will struggle with estimating numbers or quantities. So, seeing an amount and knowing how many there are. My daughter, if you ask her how many chicken nuggets she would like, she can't tell you 7, 8, 9. She has to see and come and look at the quantity and pour out about how much, and she doesn't have a number attached to that quantity. Dyscalculics will also struggle with telling time, especially on an analog clock. It's very difficult. Maybe they still don't know how to use an analog clock, or it's taken them a long time, and they really hate it. It stresses them out to use time on an analog clock. Dyscalculics also struggle with time calculation. So not only reading a clock, but then making time calculations. So if I have to be somewhere in 20 minutes, and right now it's 3 o'clock, figuring out what will that time be in 20 minutes. It gets very confusing also because there's so many different sets and groups of times. So we have 60 minutes in an hour, we have 60 seconds in a minute, but then we have, 24 hours in a day. It gets very confusing and muddled for a dyscalculic. Dyscalculics also struggle with measurements. This can be measurements in the kitchen, using fractions, measuring quantities. This could be building something and having to use a ruler or a measuring tape. Dyscalculics also will struggle with directional confusion. So left, right, north, south, very confusing. They will also struggle with money. Money is so related to quantities and numbers. That's basically all it is. And so understanding how much money they've spent or how much money they have left, or what would be a usual amount for something to cost. It's a very stressful thing, both for students, but also adults. And finally, dyscalculics will often have anxiety over anything related to numbers. And if you think about how many times you come across numbers and quantities, calculations in your day, you will see why they feel so anxious most of the time, both from having to cover up their difference and also just anxiety over not knowing how to do something that it seems like everybody else knows how to do. I hope that this gives you a little understanding and empathy for those who are dyscalculic in your life. To learn more, go to my website, discoveringdyscalculia.com.